Let's take a look at the golf swing of Luke List. List is a two-time PGA Tour winner, and he's pretty routinely been top 20 in driving distance on the PGA Tour. One of the sneaky longer guys on the PGA Tour in terms of distance, and he just has this buttery smooth golf swing with one of my favorite tempos and motions through the ball in all of golf. So let's talk about some swing thoughts that Luke List has, what he likes to work to, what he likes to work away from, and how that's allowed him to become such a great ball striker and a long player, especially off the tee. List has said that one of his biggest swing thoughts is having a nice, slow takeaway and a very even tempo. Now, in looking at this golf swing, especially in real time, it really does look very unhurried. A lot of the longer golfers of the ball, you look at Rory McIlroy, Justin Thomas, they kind of have, it's an athletic motion, but it looks like they're really trying to get after the ball. That isn't the way with Luke List. He uses his size to his advantage, and it's a very smooth tempo. Regarding his swing feels, Luke List once said the following quote, "I like to feel starting low and slow, then gathering speed, like I'm pulling a bow and arrow." Now, I personally had never heard the comparison between a golf swing and a bow and arrow, but when you look at the way that Luke List approaches his golf swing, especially the fundamental aspects of his tempo, I think that it's a pretty solid comparison to make. When you pull a bow and arrow, you're not really pulling it back super quick and then letting go as fast as you can, because when push comes to shove, that's not going to make your arrow go any further. If anything, the only influence that taking it back too fast will have is an inaccurate shot. So when you're comparing that to the golf swing, if you're taking that club back super fast, you're probably going to suffer from having a little bit of worse accuracy. I know that there are plenty of pretty fast takeaways on the PGA Tour and throughout professional golf, but those are people who are extremely athletic to become a professional in their sport, and they also practice. So for an amateur golfer, a lot of people resort to really taking that club back super fast, and that's just not always the answer for an amateur golfer to improve their distance off the tee. Another really interesting thing to consider with Luke List's swing, and again, this is a swing that's been pretty successful on tour, just recently winning this season. Luke List's swing and the way that he approaches it really goes against what we've seen as the modern golf swing. For a lot of golfers, what we're seeing is a really fast takeaway, maybe a slight hesitation or pause at the top of that backswing, and then a really, really herky-jerky motion through the ball to accelerate. The mentality with the faster takeaway and the fast backswing is that if you can take the club back quickly and have a quick, succinct motion through your transition into your downswing, you can actually create some counter motion that will absolutely increase your club head speed. In terms of this modern mechanic, I think we kind of see it a little bit in someone like Cameron Young, Matthew Fitzpatrick, even a little bit in Will Zalatoris, although his swing has changed a little bit. So that's, it's certainly a way to get club head speed, but it's not the way that I would recommend an amateur to do it, because as I mentioned, it takes such good hands, such good consistency. If you're only playing golf twice a month, maybe you can get out to the range once or twice a month. It's just going to be difficult to hone that in. So when we look at a motion like Luke List, we can make the conclusion that this club head speed, this incredible distance that he gets off the tee, it is in no way a result of that fast takeaway, but rather it is great ball striking, which is often brought about with that slow tempo. It's that great ball striking alongside great swing width and a very long hand path. Look at that golf swing and look how far his hands are away from his body. It's great extension, and for a right-handed golfer, that's created through the left arm. You want to keep that left arm nice and straight, especially with that driver, to really get that hand path nice and long. And the longer the golf swing, the longer the width, the further your hands are away from the body. That's just crucial for increasing your club head speed, and obviously club head speed is what's going to get that ball out there a little bit further. Let me know your thoughts on the golf swing of Luke List. I really do think this is one of the most underrated golf swings in professional golf right now. I don't think enough people talk about the silky smooth tempo, and again, the length that this guy has is really, really top notch. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section down below. As always, thank you all very much for watching. Play well and take care.